Join me in touring this eerie nighttime island cast completely in monochromatic shades. That's right, this whole island is black and white themed. It has a hint of spooky, a little bit of lore. This really creative island is by Jordan, also known as Novak Crossing on Instagram. And as per usual, Jordan's Instagram account, the dream address, all of that fun stuff will be in the description box down below, so that way you can go give her some love. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and jump into this tour. But before we do, if you do enjoy Animal Crossing content just like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button as we are getting so close to 100,000 subscribers here. Thank you guys so much for your support, and let's go ahead and dive right on into it. All right, I am loving this spooky, eerie vibe already. So Jordan looped me into a little bit of lore for this island. Basically, it was once a cozy spring town until one day strange little creatures started landing in tiny spaceships and the island turned cold, the color drained away, and the little creatures can be found scattered all throughout the island. I am so excited. Also, she let me know that the resident rep's house was taken over except for the attic where she does research on the creatures. So much lore. I absolutely love that so much thought and care and storytelling goes into an island like this. And even though the villager homes are not decorated and we won't be going inside of those, we will check out that main house because the story is phenomenal. Okay, let's go ahead and check out this spooky map of the island WISP. Oh my goodness, I love the crescent moon in the back, and also it looks like we have a skull in the back right corner. I always find it so impressive when people can use terraforming and different river mouths and different everything as far as terraforming goes to create images like this. It looks so good. And it looks like a tree in the bottom right-hand corner. It could be a bush. Anyway, look at this super adorable villager lineup. We have Dovey, Agnes, Blair, Apollo, who I saw walking around right outside of the airport. Then we have Zell, Shino, Boomer, Cole, Genji, and Sly. Here's the dream address as well. If you want to tour along with me, you can pause the video, grab your Switch, all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right on into it. See, there he is, ready to go, Mr. Apollo. And look at this entrance. Okay, now I have to say, this has to be one of the creatures, right? I'm gonna go ahead and assume that the gyroids here are meant to be the creatures that landed in tiny little spaceships. I think that is so much fun. This is a phenomenal entrance, and even though you can't see it, guess what is right behind that gate back there? It's resident services, and you can't even see it. It is so impressive. The combination of terraforming and of course the items just make it look so intricate and cool. And now I don't even know which way I want to go first. I also do see a Mario pipe over here, which that is just too tempting for me to ignore. So you know what? That's where we're gonna head first. We're gonna hop right in here and see where it takes us. Whoa. Whoa, hello. It took us right to our friend, Jay right here. Brr, so cold. You know what's funny? I know right now, if you are watching this in March, whenever I'm posting the video, this is when the snow finally starts melting in Animal Crossing, and yet I am so excited to see snow. I don't know why, but I am. And it looks like it takes us directly to that main house. Before we explore the inside, let's just take a huge moment of appreciation for everything that's happening right here. This is so eerie and spooky, and it feels not haunted, but there's definitely an element of just giving me the heebie-jeebies in a good way. I think that's the entire point, is making sure this island is it's a thriller, if you will, not a horror, but definitely a thriller of sorts. Look at how cute she is too. We kind of match. We look like we could be sisters, cousins. All right, you guys, let's check out this inside, but I am absolutely obsessed with the yard. Now, the lore for this home, again, the whole house was taken over. Spooky, except for the attic. Now, this is fun. Oh my goodness, I think we're spot on with assuming the gyroids are the creatures itself that landed on this island. Oh, wow. So here is it's giving dinner party, but in a sacrificial way. I love that they just have a carrot cake ready to just consume entirely. Now let's see if we can go to these rooms. It looks like we can in a couple of them. Ooh, how cool. So here we have a washroom, and I love that the integrity of the home, like the fact that this was a restroom, a bathroom, washroom, whatever you want to call it, still exists. Like we still have a toilet, we have the sink, we have buckets, but it clearly has been taken over by these little creatures. That is so much fun. I have to say, the glowing moss items really are made for islands like this. I think they're so good, especially the white glowing moss items. They just look so extraterrestrial. That's the best way to describe them. All right, let's go back here. Whoa. And same goes with this room. Clearly it was some kind of kitchen, a place to store groceries. And now, guys have fully taken over. Gyroids are so fun. I can't believe that it took until the 2.0 update for us to actually get Brewster and get gyroids. I didn't really understand the hype ahead of time. I didn't. Because New Horizons is my first Animal Crossing game that I've really been thoroughly interested in, so I didn't get the hype whenever they announced Brewster and the 2.0 update, but now I totally do. They're just fun, they're goofy, they're silly, they make noise, they sync up with the music. I love them. They're very unserious little creatures, and I think that's so much fun. And here it looks like we have a little living room. I am obsessed. Now, Jordan also has a Fallout themed island, which I think is so much fun because even in these rooms, it definitely feels abandoned, overgrown, apocalyptic, kind of like Fallout. Very, very cool. Definitely love islands themed after like an apocalypse, right? Kind of have the basic structures there, the city is still there, the rooms are still there, but everything is clearly run down and overgrown. And we have so many fantastic items to play to that aesthetic. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Is this like the king? The king of these aliens or gyroid creatures? Whoa. This is so cool. Totally forgot how this item also illuminates. But the gyroids look so fantastic on top of them. Oh, cool. Oh my goodness. I love this basement, but it is kind of freaking me out. Like I'm about to completely get captured and abducted. All right, I'm excited to see the attic. This is where the research happens on these creatures from the actual resident rep. Wow, and of course it's the first room actually with lights on. Totally makes sense. It looks like we do have this, you know, resembling a studio where we have a little kitchenette, we have some food, a little living area. Oh my goodness, and one of the gyroids is in this tube. Another fun 2.0 item and update was the ability to place items in this tube. So funny. And you can put, I think, pretty much anything in there. Any item that you can place. And that is just hilarious. So this is a little research center over here in the corner, and the living quarters being the left-hand side of this room. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. This is so much fun. It also appears to be really one of the only rooms with a decent amount of color in it, aside from, you know, all the others. All right, that is so fun. Well, I absolutely love that the Mario pipe took us right here. And what a great way to camouflage a Mario pipe, by the way, and have it be a way that you can transport yourself with the castle gate and then the wheat fields. Like, you can see it, but only just enough to know where it's gonna take you. Fun. What a way to start off this tour. I absolutely love that. Now, where to go? You know what, let me just show you back here how perfect this camouflage of resident services is. Look at that. Genius, right? Absolutely genius. And this whole area is decorated so thoroughly. I mean, this whole island, we haven't seen a whole lot yet, but from what we have seen, all of the castle items being used so intentionally looks really, really solid. So if you're trying to get, you know, a very European style of island, or maybe you're looking to do something more castle core, or even something more city core, but layering items just like this is fantastic inspiration. And now I think we're just gonna go this way. So here we have Able Sisters right here. I love, again, since the whole lore of this island is that the color has been trained and it's meant to be pretty monochromatic. Of course, we have to cover up a lot of the colors from these existing structures, and this is a perfect way to do it. Huge combination of items. I also love that we have the snow on the trees and everything is like very, I mean, dead. So cool. Okay, let's check out the bottom right-hand side. Love to see that we still have tons of growth and life on this island, despite it being black and white. Like, we still have plenty of flowers. We still have plenty of agriculture, like the pumpkins. Really pretty villager home. Wow. I love the way that these homes have been, again, camouflaged with these items. This one was camouflaged a little bit differently with the jail bars. Really liking these villager homes. A beautiful double bridge moment. So pretty. This is just a fun island in such a spooky, lore-filled way. Another great camouflage here. I like how they're all very different and intentional home builds. I think this is Agnes's home. I just saw her walking around. Yeah, so part of me wonders if all of the homes are the original villager homes. You know, no exteriors changed or anything. Because then this one, who does this belong to? Apollo. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, that at least these two homes, this is how they look originally. So no changing of the outside. Because if that's the case, then that makes the camouflage of all of these even more impressive. So I love that. Now let's explore the beach while we're over here. So cool. Hi, Agnes. My goodness, I love this whole area. The pumpkins are interesting. Like, part of me wonders if that's a part of like why these creatures have settled here. Maybe that is like their preferred source of nutrition, is just pumpkin. What cool beaches though. Look, all the way back here, I have another one. It feels like a shrine. Now, something I do want to point out, these beach rocks are actually really fantastic inspiration, even if you're not doing an island theme similarly to this, but if you want something to feel more natural, or this kind of setup would be great on like a jungle core type of island. I think adding rocks on top of the beach rocks, pretty smart. Pretty obvious, but yet pretty smart at the same time. Sometimes the best ideas are hidden in plain sight. Put rocks on the rocks. I love the glowing moss on the beach. So fun to always just run through it. And I guess, shall we go up there? Let's wait. Let's wait because I did see over this way little ladder. I go up here. I like how there's multiple ways to connect to all of these areas. Oh my gosh. Whoa. This view. Okay. So y'all know, or maybe you don't know, but the way that I select islands to tour is first I go through different submissions on the form that's linked in my description box if you actually want to submit your own island, but I just look at photos. I don't actually go into the island. I just look at photos and see what catches my eye. And this exact area that was captured blew my mind. It looks so fantastic. It's so unique. There's so much movement. Obviously not in the photo, but I knew there would be in the actual tour. It looks incredible. Like, what a phenomenal view. And if this isn't the thumbnail, then another view that's similar probably will be, but this is amazing. Love it. I love it. Note to self, make cooler views like this. Ooh, I kind of love how these benches right here almost work as a fence. That is pretty neat. Gonna take some inspo from that. And yet it also works as an actual seating area, so that's kind of perfect. And here is this land bridge that I wanted to explore next to Able Sisters, so that's perfect. We're all connecting the dots. Okay, this view onto the right is so cool. And I know it's literally just trees. You're like, Katie, that's trees and some mushrooms and some glowing moss. But look at how lush and dense that whole area to the right is. Love it. Ooh, and that moon in the background. That has definitely been one of my favorite items, like, of all time. Is just the big moon. Let's go up here. Oh, how cool. So this is a view of the main house where we were earlier, but this is where we can get like an ultra cool wide angle view. Let's get that. Oh my gosh. The fog makes it extra spooky. And I love how even the glowing moss items still very much illuminate through the fog, even though they're far away. And look at her, she is too cute. Obsessed. Obsessed also with like the broken down car over there on the right. It really does give that apocalyptic feel. And here we are at the campsite, which I love. I think it's always so fun to see how different structures are decorated when there's a very ultra specific theme like this. And thankfully with the campsite, it's already beige. I mean, it's not white per se, but it's beige enough where you don't really have to camouflage it too crazily. And I love that Jordan opted into having the actual villager inside of the campsite, as opposed to it being like the yellow and red flags that we see whenever there's not a villager in there. And the snow on top makes it look pretty cool too. So, love this campsite. This area is really cool. I'm liking as well that we clearly do have a pathway as noted by, you know, this cobblestone, and yet it is just so overgrown and dense and it just looks fantastic. Gosh, look at that area. Okay, we're gonna backtrack. I wanna go all the way this way. Another amazing land bridge. And what's over here to the right? We have Nook's Cranny. A pretty cool view of Nook's Cranny too, might I just add. Interesting. And I didn't even realize that it was right next to resident services down this incline right here. I had no idea that Nook's Cranny was right next to resident services that way. That looks incredible. Huge inspo here for sure. And I love that this is a gas station too. Hello? It's so creative. Absolutely love it. And all of these buildings too, if you haven't noticed already, like they're completely accessible. So if you did want to use this island just for your everyday Animal Crossing gameplay, like you absolutely can. There's nothing that's been like hidden or blocked off yet, so it really does work perfectly. Okay, now we're back at the airport. I'm gonna head to the left over here and check out these beaches, see what's all on this side. Oh, I kind of love all the bugs that are down here. Wait, this is actually quite clever. Huge fan. Why am I getting so much jungle core inspiration on this island? But I very much am. Like, this is such a unique take on a beach, and having it be just like full of different critters and creatures is just really, really neat. I really like this. I don't know why I'm like hyper fixating on this one beach, but I am a fan. And if I were a betting woman, which I am, I would bet that this is going to be Blather's tent or the museum. Ah ha ha ha, look at that. How creative. Oh, I love that we also have this little interior nook with books. We also have some caged creatures, which definitely gives the thought that like, here we are, here's an opportunity to like catch the creatures, right? They're not in any kind of cage or case or whatever, aquarium. And then once you get here, they very much are. So they're being captured. I'm assuming for research. This is phenomenal. I really, really, really like this whole concept for Blather's tent. Big fan. Big, big fan. I'm just gonna look at it one more time. This is me very much getting inspiration for the island I'm actively decorating, which is my island husk. And I'm taking inspo wherever I can get it, even if the theme is very different from my own. Hello, Apollo. You must be... Oh. Are we kissing right now? Apollo is clearly our island tour guide today. Gorgeous. This is gorgeous, and I know we saw it from up above a second ago. Look, I think Apollo is interested. This looks like a, you know, little area where we could get married too. This is stunning. I know we saw it a second ago on the land bridge, but actually getting down here and seeing it all up close and in person is just absolutely beautiful. Look at this bunny over here too, just sneaking in the back. This is so lovely. And you know what? Before I actually go all the way this way, I have a feeling that we're gonna have a beautiful viewpoint over here. Oh my gosh. You know what's funny? I know this whole island was taken over by these aliens and they drained it of its color, but it's pretty elegant, I have to say. It makes you wonder though, was this field over here on the right full of color ahead of time? Like, were these colorful flowers? Have they always been white? We will never know. Now this is a cool little yard right here. It looks like we have one of these villagers in charge of fishing a little bit. I wonder who lives here. Is this Boomer? How did I know? How did I know that the penguin would be in charge of the fishing? Wow, this one's so big. I forgot how giant that one was. And here we have the fishing dock. So a perfect spot for Boomer or whoever the fisher person, fisher villager is. Love this structure too. Oh, and this whole area, we have tons of codfish. That is super cool. Now, let's go back to this gorgeous, gorgeous pathway. Something about the snow, the very slight breeze that's happening, the snowflakes, and all of these white flowers and glowing moss, white rabbits. This is just lovely. And we do have just a teeny tiny little pond here. Oh wow, and look at the creature back over here to the right. Of course, it's one of the ones. Oh. Because I'm not following the path. There we go. It's one that is also white, which makes you think, was this one kind of the leader, the one in charge of making this whole area white instead of black? Makes you think. It makes you think. Okay, let's explore this way. Shino! Oh, and that would make sense why Shino lives over here too. Pumpkin. Beautiful flowers again. Oh, how fun! An overgrown little soccer area. That is really cute, and what a fun way to make what we see on like a lot of islands, which is just like some kind of athletic field, fit such a unique theme of this being like monochromatic, definitely overgrown and abandoned. Not haunted. What's like the alien version of haunted? Because like haunted would be, you know, full of ghosts. But if it's alien life, like what is the movie Signs? A thriller? Ooh, how cool. Wait, is this a maze? Oh, how neat. And creepy, but how cool is this maze? Wow, I feel like there is so much to explore on this entire island. Holy crap. It's just every few steps, there's something new to see, something new to explore. More of those creatures, just like this one that you run into. So beautiful. And it looks like we have a villager home up on the peninsula up here, which is always so impressive, especially if it's difficult to like fit a villager home, which usually it is. But this is quite a large one, so not only can it fit, but it also can fit on a second story, which looks really great. Oh, cool. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Where do I even begin? Oh, this is so neat. Not only, of course, do we have these volcanoes that look like snowy mountains, but we also have all of these trees that just make it look so pleasing to the eye. I'm so impressed. And I don't even know if we're meant to like go back too much further. Let's see, is there a ladder back here? I know we have one. We actually have a ladder that was given to us, so why don't we use it? I totally forgot that this was left out for us. Looks like I can get back here a little bit. Here we go. We can see what's happening. This is so funny how tiny this little beach is, but decorated so thoroughly and so well. Here we go. Hey, can I get up? Hello? Oh no, did I get caught? There we go. Sometimes I'm very bad with the buttons on these controllers. Yeah, this whole area is genius. Wow, and it goes for forever too. Well, that's gonna be a part of the intro for sure. Oh, and here we have a little bit of color. What is this? Some orange and some yellow. Oh, interesting. So back here, it looks like we do have some life and color. Interesting. So this must be what everything looked like before the aliens took over. Oh, wow. That kind of gives you some idea on what that field looks like. And look at how creative this is. We have the bright yellow wheat fields, and then we have it's being drained of color on this side. Wow. That's so interesting. So it looks like they haven't quite made their way back here where there is still life. Or maybe that's just what this guy's for. He's our yellow and orange little creature. Where, like, he still likes some color in his life. That is really fun. How fun would it be to theme an island based on like gyroid color, and each of them have like a different area? Almost like a Four Corners island, except a gyroid designation. That would be so funny. Oh, how spooky. Another area where it looks like abductions are happening. Maybe I shouldn't go too close. Whoa! I always forget that that item does that. It's quite scary, gotta say. But still cool. So much creativity. I love that area. Then if we go back over here, oh, we have a little graveyard. Not even a little graveyard, we have quite a big one. Now this is definitely gonna serve as some inspiration for my island, because we unfortunately need a cemetery. If you know, you know. But this does look quite beautiful. And this is also our secret beach, as you can see back there. Really beautiful area. Morbid, but beautiful. And another little creature right back this way. This is a really great island for inspiration on how to decorate like little tight spaces, or like find where you want to like fill certain areas. And this, I think, is like the crescent moon. I wonder if there's the ladder. We can get up here. My goodness, again, I feel like this island feels 10 times larger than it actually is. Very cool. And the Brewster gyroid, the Brewstoid. So this is like the opposite of that one area where here we have like the black rabbits, we have all like the darker flowers. It's really cool. It's definitely like a yin yang in a way. Love it. Absolutely love it. Man, what a fun island to explore. Holy crap. Is this a rock garden? Of course it is. Beautiful. This is actually so beautiful. Look at this rock garden. Complete as well with Lily of the Valleys. I really like how the center is wide open as well. I feel like we don't see that so often, where with rock gardens, someone might put like a gazebo or a fountain or something in the middle. I kind of like how this is just spacious. I think it like demands attention, which is really, really pretty. Aha, and then this puts us back on the beach. or the lower level in general, where we were earlier. So amazing. Wow. What an island. I very much feel like I am missing an area, even though I know we've been running around for a minute. But I'm just like so in awe. Let's go back up to this view one more time, since we're close to it. I am wildly impressed. Jordan, thank you so much for letting me tour this absolutely phenomenal island. I am just absolutely in stitches about how creative it is, how well laid out it is. I mean, let's just say, round of applause. And thank you guys so much for watching. Go give Jordan some love, please, please, please. I am just so impressed with everything that we've seen. I think this is one of the more creative islands that we've toured, especially in springtime, whenever the snow is melting. We're diving right back on into it and giving it a little spooky, eerie, gyroid alien twist, and I think it's so much fun. I appreciate you watching and hanging out with me today. Let me know what you want to see in the comments down below as content is ramping up, and also let me know about your Switch 2 predictions. Are we going to see Animal Crossing? We can cross our fingers. Let's hope so. Curious to hear your thoughts as well on that. Thanks again for hanging out. I will see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.